Mumonkan, Case 36. Meeting a person of Dao on your way. Goso said, "If you meet a person of Dao on your way, greet him neither with words nor with silence. Now tell me, how then will you greet this person?" Mumon's comment: "In such a case, if you can manage an intimate meeting with this person, it will certainly be a matter of congratulations. But if you cannot, you must be watchful in every aspect of your life." Mumon's verse: "Meeting a person of Tao on your way, greeting him neither with words nor with silence. I'll greet him with my fist, the hardest blow I can. Get it at once, get it immediately." So, let us start with the beginning. Goso said, "If you meet a person of Tao on your way." Now, what does it mean? It's like if you meet a person with insight, or if you meet an enlightened being, or even more, if you meet a person who no longer identifies with this body-mind, but with that in which this body-mind appears, then greet him neither with words nor with silence. Now tell me, you the viewer, how will you then greet this person? The koan itself cannot be resolved when you take yourself to be a body-mind. When you take yourself for this thing here, you can either greet someone with words, like saying hello, or how do you do, or good morning, or you stay silent when passing him, in which case there is no exchange, as each one passes as if in a bubble. So to solve this koan, one has to transcend the belief that I am this thing over here. So let us see together how we can experience this during this video by doing the following 3 meditation exercises. In the first one, let us focus on the body. So imagine yourself walking on a narrow path, and a person comes from the other side towards you, and you wish to greet him by shaking your hand like this and your head. You're using your body language in this case to greet him. The movements of your hand and head causes some bodily sensations in you. I invite you to do it if you wish. Sense then these sensations, these small tensions, and ask yourself the question, who is it exactly that is aware of these movements, of these sensations, of these tensions? Is it your body? Is it this body being aware of the movements? No. It's rather the aware space which you are that is aware of those movements. The sensations appear in you as objects being perceived by you. And the presence of awareness can then be seen as the subject, that which perceives. Now, remember, the person approaching you on the narrow pathway, is it your shaking head and hand that greets him or her? Or are these small movements merely tools, and it is in fact your presence of awareness that greets him or her? And what then is this greeting exactly addressed to? Is this greeting aimed at this smiling face that is approaching you? This oval shape with a smile and eyes and nose? Or is it maybe addressed to his body, this 60, 70 or 80 kilogram body that is approaching you? So you're waving to this 70 kilograms? No, it's rather addressed to the presence of awareness. In other words, your body is not greeting another body. Even your presence of awareness is not greeting an approaching body. In fact, it is presence meeting and greeting presence. As a second exercise, let us repeat, but this time we will focus more on thoughts and words. And imagine yourself again on this narrow path, and you're encountering that person from the other side. And this time you want to greet him by saying a few words. Let's take, for example, that you want to say, "Hello, how are you today?" What really happens here? The words originate, in fact, from silence, then circulate somehow through your mind, and then makes your lips and your tongue move a little bit, and then the words can be perceived. "Hello, how are you today?" So, be aware of this process. First, silence, thought, words, physical movement of the mouth, and then the words coming out. Who exactly is aware of that? Is it your mind that is aware of these phenomena? Like one thought seeing another thought? No. These processes again appear in some kind of aware space. And you can again shift your awareness from mind, thought, lips and tongue to witnessing awareness, open presence which you are. In other words, again, the ultimate subject of all the objects. And now remember again this person approaching you on the path. Your words that come from here, what are these words addressing exactly? Are your words aimed at the two ears that are coming on this pathway? These two little shells here? You say, "Hello, how are you today?" to the two ears that are coming? That's not how it is. Or maybe your words are addressing his brain, this gray matter that is walking towards you, this gray matter that is enclosed in this head. Also not the experience, right? What your words are really addressing is the presence of awareness that is within that being that is walking on this way. So again here, it is not mind greeting mind. It is also not your presence of awareness that is greeting mind. It is presence again greeting presence. As a last exercise, we need to address the silence. And imagine that while you're walking on the narrow path, you're greeting this person by closing your palms and pretending that you're in your inner world. And be aware of this process. It's kind of a tensing up, a closing up, passing without really looking. And who then exactly is aware of that closing up experience? This process of doing this is again happening in space, in your aware presence. And you can again here shift your attention from doing this to being that aware presence. And for the last time, remember that person walking to you, maybe he's also holding his hands together this way. Is your silence gesture that greets him addressing his silence gesture? Or is your presence of awareness greeting his silent gesture? Also not. It is again your presence greeting presence. But let us now continue with Mumon's comment. In such a case, if you can manage an intimate meeting with this person, it will certainly be a matter of congratulations. But if you cannot, you must be watchful in every aspect of your life. In other words, when your meeting is presence meeting presence, you succeeded. You passed the test, and congratulations are indeed in order for you. If not, then you may have to keep practicing for another 30 years. Mumon's verse, meeting a person of Dao on your way. Greet him neither with words nor with silence. I'll greet him with my fist and give him the hardest blow I can. Get it at once. Get it immediately. Mumon's response here is indeed neither words nor silence, but a fist. Well, that may sound a little aggressive, but in a way, Mumon is shaking us up with this fist. He is asking us to wake up and to be this presence of awareness at once, right now, immediately, and not after 30 years of practice. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you a very nice day.